Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My today's lecture is for class 10th students, and today we are going to discuss one more short story from your syllabus, Out of Business, written by R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan, his full name is Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Narayan, born in 1906 and died in 2001. A highly acclaimed Indian author, was born in Madras, which is now called Chennai. His first novel, Swami and Friends, 1935, was based on his experiences as a village school teacher. His other works include The English Teacher, 1945, and The Vendor of Sweets, 1967. Waiting for the Mahatma, 1955, The Guide, 1958, The Man Eater of Malgudi, 1961, and A Tiger for Malgudi, 1983, A Horse and Two Goats, 1970, Malgudi Days, 1982, and Grandmother's Tale, 1994, are collections of Narayan's short stories. R.K. Narayan gave a new face to Indian writing in English. He is known for his simple and elegant style of writing. He also condensed and simplified the epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. Out of Business, it's a short story. It's about, should we follow shortcut methods in life to solve our problems? We need to maintain our cool and fight out the crisis. There is no substitute to hard work. It pays in the long run. This is the story of a person named Rama Rao, who loses everything in this business. He tries to find some employment in the town, but in spite of his best efforts, he fails to find any. He has only a little money with him. Very soon it is also all exhausted. He rents out his bungalow and moves with his family to a poor locality. This rent is the only source of income for the family now. One day, as usual, Ramarao goes round the town to find some job. Having failed to find any, he walks into library in the town. There he comes across a journal. It has only crossword puzzles. It offers a big prize of 4,000 rupees for the winners. Ramarao is tempted to try his luck. He has to invest 1 rupee to send his entry. He gets it from his wife and sends his entry, but when the results are published, Ramarao fails to win any prize. He decides to try his luck once more. The same thing happens week after week. He keeps sending his entries but never wins any prize. Meanwhile, the family becomes more and more hard up, but Ramarao seems to have become indifferent to his wife and children. He gives all his time and attention to think of the solutions to crossword puzzles. His wife feels disturbed, but she is a very mild lady. She does not want to quarrel with her husband. She hardly ever protests. But once the journal offers a huge prize of 8,000 rupees, this time Ramarao does not want to leave anything to chance. To his mind, there are only 4 doubtful answers in the puzzle, so he decides to send 4 entries this time. His wife is shocked when he demands from her 5 rupees to send the solutions, but there is no way out of the poor lady. The results are announced after a week. Ramarao anxiously goes through the pages of the journal. There is no trace of any prize for him. Ramarao cannot bear the shock. He decides to end his life on the railway line. Ramarao walks a few miles from the town. He goes along the railway line. The train is Due in a few minutes, Ramarao lies down across the line and begins to wait for the train. He keeps lying for quite some time. Then he gets up and walks to the railway station. There he comes to know that the train has been held up due to an accident. Now Ramarao realizes how kind God has been to him. He walks back to home. It's quite late into the night. His wife is waiting anxiously at the door. She gives him a very warm welcome. She takes him in and brings food for him. She also tells him that their tenant had come in the evening. He wants to buy their bungalow and is prepared to give a good price for it. It comes as a big relief to Ramarao. He says that he will take him with him only a little money and go to Madras. There he would find some useful job for himself. He also swears that he will never again invest any money in crossword puzzles. This is the summary of this short story, uh, out of business. Thank you. Next lecture we will discuss it, mm, its questions and its theme and other things.